What is cropping up, stalkers? It's Zach the Stock Cropper. After a month of hiatus of finishing up a harvest and trying to sell some seed along the way, thought I'd give an update video. It's been kind of a busy and crazy month, and finally catching my breath. It was time to talk to you again. So I've had a bunch of folks ask me what's been going on, so I thought it was time to make another video. Like I said, it's been busy since harvest. We finished up strip tilling right around the first part of November, and actually finished custom cover cropping a job here just about a week ago. So we finally got all of our field activities wrapped up and getting ready to move on to the next phase of things. But thought I'd talk about some of the things that have happened with the cropper over the last month as well, because we've had quite a few things happening with that. So the first thing, we've got pretty much all of our animals processed and sold at this point. We still have we butchered the second crop of chickens like 3 weekends ago, I think. My girls helped me out with that. And we butchered, actually we did half of them at a processor and the other half the girls and I did, which the teenage daughters were thrilled with that responsibility over the weekend to help with. So we've got them in the freezer, and I still have some of those for sale. So if you need some chickens to get through the winter, send me a message at thestockcropper@gmail.com. We have got all the pigs butchered, and they are all pretty much spoken for, with the exception of a partial of a half hog. And that half hog we actually used for a really good cause here a couple weeks ago. We helped out with the Hunting for Heroes event over at Lakota, Iowa, where they had, I believe it was 10 wounded warriors. I think they were pretty much all Marines this year. But that was an awesome event. Got asked to come over and grill one of our pork loins for the troops, and then got to hang out with them afterwards, and met some really tough hombres. I think one of the guys had 2 or 3 Purple Hearts and was younger than I was, and so gave me a lot of gratitude on Veterans Day there to go and to hang with those guys. And I guess the least I could do is give them some of our pork chops. But it was fun. Got to share our story a little bit, and they were really interested in our project as well. So that was a really fun event to be a part of. The other thing that I've been doing over the last, since I guess the 7th of October, I started something called Venture School through the Papa John Entrepreneurial Center at Nyack, our local community college. And basically it was a class to teach you how to put together a pitch deck for venture capital, which we've had a fair amount of interest in this project. So it was time to get that skill set done. And so I went through that, and that was not easy because it was every Thursday night through harvest. I had 4 hours of class to sit through and homework to present and prepare, but it paid off because they had a contest at the end on the final night where you had to give your pitch, and lo and behold, the stock cropper won. So we'll be going on to compete in additional venture capital startup competitions, I think next spring. But it's been fun because we've had several people reach out that are interested in talking with us, and that will be some of what I work on here once I get past my day job and seed selling in the next week or two. So yeah, that's some of the stuff that we've been up to at this point. One thing I failed to mention, forgot about in that last part, was talking about we do have a couple sheep yet. I've got a couple of the sheep sold, but I think I have 2 left. So if anyone out there wants some lamb for Christmas or any other holiday coming up, we'll be butchering them here likely next week. So if you have any interest in having some stock cropper lamb, again, you know what to do. Send me an email, stockcropper@gmail.com. So I've had quite a few questions as far as what our plans are with the stock cropper for next year. So I thought I would come out and show you the site of where I think, anyway, at least at this point, that we are going to move the project. So this is our family's home farm. It's been in the family for, I think, just over 100 years now. And I've got this all strip-tilled, and I also have cereal rye that is seeded into this at an angle. And so with a 15-inch drill. So this is just starting to green up. I don't know, you probably can't see where the camera is good, but by next spring we'll have a pretty good catch here. And this is the thought of where we're going to put the barns. And I say barns plural because the plan, at least today, is to perhaps come up with another anywhere from 3 to 5 stock cropper barns. And we've got a lot of planning and determining on what that's going to look like, also with what our setup is going to be out here. But I think, at least for now, unless something changes from a financial standpoint, where we're sitting, next year is going to be developed around more testing to try to get some other things figured out, and to get our grazing patterns really better established than we did this year with some of our struggles with the pasture, and then also get some different barn configurations with different animal components that'll be built into the system. So the other attribute, no pressure, is that this is going to be on a major state highway. So we'll have a lot more frontage activity on Old Highway 9 here, just east of my hometown of Buffalo Center. So that, I guess that's a little bit about the site. I'm thinking the cropper will probably constitute maybe 10 to 15 acres next year as we gear this thing up. We do have another fun thing hanging in the background. We got nominated for something called the Food Shot Global Prize. One of my old college professors, Dr. Ricardo Salvador, who's now food policy director, I believe, for the Union of Concerned Scientists out in Washington, D.C. And we'll see what happens. Well, I think we're supposed to hear the end of the year, or a little bit after, if how we did in that contest, and if we did well, that could change our trajectory a little bit here. But that's the plan for now. I just wanted to come out and give folks a shot of where we're at. We strip-tilled all this, not quite knowing what we're going to do, but the plan will be to come in and either drill our additional pasture stuff. I may actually come out here and frost seed some of the early past strips. We'd like to get started earlier this year. You know, last year we had to wait till about June 15th because we didn't have anything established, but this cereal rye at a minimum should be pretty decent height by the middle of May, I would guess. And so I may come in when we get our sites established and better plans set here. If winter stays open, I may come out and frost seed in some other species to get them started as soon as things warm up next spring. So I think that's it for now. I just wanted to say hi, wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody's staying good with the COVID situation. It's gotten pretty lit, as the kids say, in these parts here. But yours truly is trying to live clean and get through the winter. So, but a lot of things to come, and I'll have another video probably in a few weeks when there's some more things known, and talk more about our plans for 2021. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. I've done a bad job. There's a couple other things I failed to mention that I need to include here, so we'll call this the postscript part of the video today. So a couple other things that are happening this week. Thursday afternoon, I'm going to be recording with Tanner and the gang on the Farm for Profit podcast, and supposedly going to be doing about a 20-minute segment with them, talking about our project and probably the direction we're heading for 2021. So if you're into the podcast thing, stay tuned. I'm not sure when it's going to be released, in the near future here at some point, but stay tuned for that. And then the other piece this week is on Friday. I think it's 11:30. I'll be on the Practical Farmers of Iowa live cover crop boot camp virtual webinar, I guess is what you would call it. And I'll be appearing at 11:30 on that. So if you want to hear the stock cropper and be able to ask some questions online, or on the webinar, I guess, get registered for that at Practical Farmers of Iowa. And I think what they told me was I'll be at the 11:30 time slot talking about the project as well. So I think for the second round, I think that's it for this week. Hope everybody enjoys the rest of their holiday weekend. Take care.